Naimbag nga aldaw, Cordillera. Itatang nga Domingo mangrugi November 23 ingana November 29. Ket may sayangsang iti National Science and Technology Week ditoy Cordillera Administrative Region. With the theme, Agham at Teknolohiya, Sandigan ng Kalusugan, Kabuhayan, Kaayusan at Kinabukasan. Bisitahin nyo lang ti nstw.dostcar.ph. Ulitin mi, nstw.dostcar.ph. Good day. I am your host, Michael Granville-Mon, and kadwakmut one among the brightest DOST scholars kan madamang agis eskwela ni Miss Kathleen de la Peña. Hi, Kath.
Hi, sir.
Tibuyain niyo tatakit na inaganan nga iyaman DOST. Mga kwentong tagumpay ng DOST-SEI scholars. Daytoy pabuya ket special offering iti DOST-CAR para iti agdama nga NSTW bareng may makaited iti inspirasyon kada kayo dagiti istoryan ti scholars ti DOST. Sapay kumata numalpas daytoy pabuya ket ipanunutan niyo no kayat yung amang pursue ti careers yu ti may panggep iti siyensya ken teknolohiya. Nayon namot lang. Ngano interesado kayong agtrabaho akas may sa nga inhinyero, scientist, kanda dumapay ang nangangato bayad na nga trabaho, ket adda dayto scholarship nga tumulong kinyayo.
Ito na nga po ang mga kwento namin bilang isa sa mga DOST scholars. Ang kwento ni Engineer Harold de Vera Lopez, 2005 RA 7687 scholar. Ang kwento ni Director Darwin A. Basquial, 2014 Accelerated Science and Technology Human Development Program Scholar, and yours truly, Kathleen de la Peña, 2019 Merit Scholar.
Ito po ang Yaman DOST.
Mga kwentong tagumpay ng DOST-SEI scholars.
Umpisahan natin kay Miss Kathleen. Kumusta ka na bilang isang nag-aaral na DOST scholar?
Una sa lahat po, gusto ko pong magpasalamat sa pag-imbita sa akin dito. As an ongoing scholar in these times, may mga bagong challenges pong dinala yung pandemic sa buhay ng bawat isa. Isang pagbabagong hatid nito ay ang implementation ng online classes. Although mahirap, kailangan nating magpursige at magsikap para ma-reach natin yung mga goals natin, not just for ourselves but also for others.
Okay, salamat, Kath. It is with more gratitude for accommodating our invitation, and it is with great honor to have you with us today. Kwento mo naman kung paano mo nalaman ang tungkol sa scholarship program ng DOST.
Sa tulong po ng mga teachers namin nung high school, inisikaso po namin yung application form. Sila po yung nagpursige sa amin na i-grab po yung opportunity. Sila din po yung unang nagbalita sa amin noon kung sino po yung mga nakapasa sa examination.
Okay. Congratulations ulit for qualifying for the DOST scholarship and for availing of the scholarship program. Salamat po pala to Engineer Harold and Director Darwin sa pamamahagi ng inyong mga kwento bilang isang DOST scholar.
Ngayon naman, alamin natin ang kwento ng kapwa kong DOST scholar na nakapagtapos sa kanyang pag-aaral. Si Engineer Harold de Vera Lopez ay isa sa mga nagawaran ng RA 7687 scholarship noong 2005. Siya ay nagtapos ng Bachelor in Science in Electronics and Communication Engineering at cum laude sa St. Louis University. Siya ngayon ay kasalukuyang nagtatrabaho bilang Communications, Navigation, Surveillance System Officer sa Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines.
Ito po ang kwento ni Engineer Harold bago po siya naging isang DOST scholar.
Ayon po kay Sir Harold, life then was tough. As a young lad who grew up in the mines, my parents had difficulty making both ends meet. We were living a decent life in the mountains of Tuba, where my father worked as a surface miner. We had plain clothes, eggs for breakfast, dinengdeng for lunch, some sayote-filled tinola for dinner, and a few toys. Being a graduating high schooler, I dreamt of going to college. though I know my parents will be having a difficulty providing me with such. So I tried different scholarship exams to somehow help them pursue my studies. One of the scholarship exams I attended is the DOST-SEI scholarship exam, to which, with ample amount of luck, I passed. From this time on, this was going to be one of the turning points as I live my life.
Thank you, Kath. Paano naman ang kwento ni Engineer Harold nung nalaman niyang pumasa siya bilang isang DOST scholar?
He said I was enrolled as a nursing student, which was popular then. I took my medical exams, paid my fees for the upcoming semester, and had a schedule of classes. I also had my ID then. So practically, I finished the enrollment process, and I'm just waiting for days for classes to commence. But then the result of the DOST-SEI scholarship exam was out. I read in Manila Bulletin that I passed the exam. This would be the first time my name gets published in the newspaper. A day after I enrolled as a nursing student, I shifted my course to electronics and communications engineering because I need to take up a science-related course to avail of the scholarship. Being a DOST-SEI scholar impacted much my decisions in college, because who doesn't like subsidized education and allowance anyway? Considering our situation, being a scholar was a big help, if not the biggest help I had in pursuing my studies.
Iba talaga ang DOST, inilalabas nila ang pangalan ng mga magiging scholar nila sa newspaper. Ikaw, Miss Kath, nakita mo ba yung pangalan mo sa newspaper?
Online ko na po siya nakita, sir. Kayo po ba? Nakita niyo na po yung pangalan niyo sa newspapers?
Siyempre naman, marami dyan. Palaging laman ng dyaryo ang pangalan ko. Tingnan mo sa dyaryo, wanted, hardworking. Oh, ako yun. With or without experience. Ako rin yun, di ba? Okay. Di ba? Galing nursing si Engineer Harold. Ano na nangyari sa kanya nung nag-shift siya ng ECE?
Ayon sa kanya, shifting from nursing to ECE made me realize that it was a blessing in disguise. The course I got, being a DOST-SEI scholar, made me apply to jobs easily. I had less difficulty finding technology companies to apply because the industry was booming, and a need for technology professionals were in demand. Aside from that, employers who read my description as a DOST scholar find it a good impression because it meant I had put some effort in maintaining a fair mark while enrolled.
It is really notable that being a DOST scholar has its advantages. You get employed in higher paying jobs.
Tama ka dyan, sir. Pagka-graduate ko, gusto ko pong ma-apply yung mga pinag-aralan ko bilang isang medical technologist.
In demand. Isa talaga sa mga in-demand na trabaho ang may kinalaman sa science and technology na napakalaking impresyon ang pagiging isang DOST scholar. Ngayon naman, ipapakilala ko ang director ng Horticulture Institute sa Benguet State University. Natulungan siya ng DOST sa pagiging scholar niya nung kinuha niya ang kanyang PhD in Horticulture sa University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Walang iba kundi si Director Darwin A. Basquial.
Ang kwento po ni Director Darwin ay tungkol sa mga hamon sa kanya habang kinukuha niya ang kanyang doctorate degree at kung papaano nakatulong ang DOST sa mga hamon na yun. Ito po ang kwento ni Director Darwin A. Basquial.
Greetings everyone, I'm Darwin Basquial from Benguet State University. I was a DOST scholar under the Accelerated Science and Technology Human Resource Development Program National Science Consortium from 2014 to 2017. When I was accepted in UPLB, the graduate school informed me that they are facilitating scholarships under DOST. So what I did was I submitted to them all of the requirements needed for the scholarship program, and they were able to assist me. So not long enough, I was able to be accepted as one of the scholars of the DOST scholarship program. Some of the challenges that I encountered when I was a full-time scholar were one, being established in UPLB in terms of having a secure and comfortable place to stay. With the stipend that the scholarship program was giving me, it was already good enough to cover the apartment fees and utility bills during my stay in UPLB. Second is, of course, the pressure that I was experiencing, of course, with the UP standards of learning. But the scholarship program also provides annual book allowance that will aid us. And third, I was worried that the initial thesis assistance was not enough to cover my thesis dissertation. So I discussed about this with the DOST coordinator of the graduate school, and true enough, they were able to assist me and grant me more financial assistance for my thesis. So that is truly a big blessing for me. The attainment of my further studies would not have been successful if not because of the DOST scholarship. With such blessings, I will forever be thankful.
Sir?
Yan, narinig mo ba yung sinabi ni Director?
Yes po. Kayo po, Sir Mon, paano niyo po nalalampasan yung mga hamon na dumadating sa inyo?
Una sa lahat, walang hamon na hindi madali, lahat mahirap. Kaya malalampasan mo lang ang isang hamon kung tatapatan mo ito ng sipag at tiyaga. Pero ang hindi mawawala sa lahat ay ang pananalig mo. Laging magkasama kasi ang prayer and industry. Paano naman sa hamon ng pag-aaral mo sa'yo, lalo na ngayong panahon ng pandemya, paano mo nalalampasan ang mga hamon bilang isang DOST scholar?
Sangayon din po sa sinabi niyo, Sir. Para sa akin po bilang isang scholar, nakakatulong po sa akin na kapag inaalala ko po yung pamilya ko, na nagsisilbing inspirasyon po sa akin habang nag-aaral pa po ako. Alamin natin ang kwento ni Director Darwin bago siya naging scholar at kung ano ba ang pagiging DOST scholar para sa kanya.
Before I entered the DOST scholarship program, back then, I was already an MS graduate and I was happy and comfortable with my work as a teacher in a university. Also, I was starting my own family back then. Being an SEI scholar graduate means being thankful for the government for giving me assistance as I pursue my graduate studies. And of course, being responsible to bring back what the government has given me through government and community service.
So ayon po kay Director Darwin, importante ang gratitude and giving back sa pagiging DOST scholar.
Ikaw naman, Miss Kath, what does being a DOST scholar mean to you?
Bilang isang scholar po, hindi lang utak at saka intellectual development yung kailangan nating pagtuunan ng pansin. Kailangan din po na may kasamang puso as we commit ourselves to service for our fellow Filipinos.
Okay? Sa mga nanonood po ngayon at ano po ang pagiging isang teacher o public servant o estudyante ng inyong paaralan para sa inyo?
Ano din po ang mga nagsilbing inspirasyon sa inyo upang ipagpatuloy ang mga ginagawa ninyo? Pwede niyo pong i-comment sa ibaba.
Ngayon naman, puntahan natin ang kwento patungkol sa pagiging isang DOST scholar sa lipunan o sa ating mga komunidad. Muli po nating pakinggan ang kwento ni Engineer Harold De Vera Lopez.
Ayon po kay Engineer Harold, I am already gainfully employed and fulfilling my commitment to serve and work in the country being a DOST scholar. I work as an air traffic service electronics personnel in the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. I think serving the country by maintaining safe skies are the most significant and valuable contribution I made as a result of my SEI scholarship. Being in the workforce for ensuring a smooth air travel for the public, though hidden in plain sight, is rewarding.
Muli rin po nating panoorin ang kwento ni Director Darwin A. Basquial.
I can say that the most significant and valuable contribution that I have made to my community as a result of me being a DOST scholar is the dissemination of the results of my study. I was able to present this to the farmers and they were happy about it. I was able to present this also to my co-researchers as well as students. When I experienced learning and research gaps between SUCs, I was inspired and challenged at the same time that maybe, just maybe, through my experience, I will be able to make a difference here in our university.
Isang magandang inspirasyon po si Engineer Harold dahil ayon sa kanya, rewarding na nasiguro niya ang smooth and safe air travel for the public.
Ayon naman kay Director Darwin, learning and research gaps and challenges ang naging inspirasyon niya so that hopefully his experiences will make a difference at Benguet State University.
Siyempre, hindi lang din naman po sa university, kundi para sa community din po natin. #Scholar para sa bayan.
Ano naman ang inspirasyon mo bilang isang DOST scholar sa iyong community?
Sa tingin ko po maraming Pilipino na naghahangad mag-ibang bansa, dulot na rin po ng kahirapan. Hindi naman din po natin sila masisisi dahil may mga pamilya po silang sinusuportahan. Pero bilang DOST scholar, nangako tayo na pagkatapos ng pag-aaral natin ay may applyan din natin first hand sa mga kapwa nating Pilipino. And I think that is an admirable goal. Pagkatapos po ng first phase ng Filipino Patriot Scholars Project, na-enlighten and na-inspire po kaming mga scholars sa kung ano pwede naming makontribute sa communities and sa bansa in the future. So naalis din po sa isip ko yung burden na hindi po pwedeng makaalis ng bansa.
What an admirable goal it is, and you are truly an inspiration for DOST to introduce more programs for our students. Mabuhay ka po, Ma'am Kathleen, at saludo kami sa lahat ng DOST scholars.
Muli po nating pakinggan si Director Darwin kung papaano nabago ang kanyang pananaw at ang pagtulong niya sa kanyang komunidad dahil sa tulong ng DOST Scholarship Program.
Being an SEI scholar changed my commitment from being contented and comfortable with just teaching to yearning for more knowledge through research and trying to help our community solve problems.
Okay, as a staff sa scholarship program, I experienced how the government, through DOST, takes measures to propel our nation forward. Nag-i-invest talaga tayo sa human resources natin kasi napakalaki talaga ng epekto ng science and technology sa pag-unlad ng anumang bansa.
Sa Patriot Scholar Project pa lamang na isa sa mga program ng DOST-SEI, we were taught core values about Patriot Scholars, which were professional excellence, social responsibility, and servant leadership. It shifted our focus from ourselves to others. Lalabas talaga sa mga scholar ang pagiging makabayan. Hindi lang maging isang DOST scholar, pero maging scholar for the nation.
Bago po matapos ang programa naming Iyaman DOST, mga kwentong tagumpay ng DOST-SEI Scholars, awisan mi amin nga i-celebrate iti National Science and Technology Week Dito'y rehiyon tayo nga Cordillera through nstw.dostcar.ph. Ulitin mo nun, nstw.dostcar.ph.
Inaanyayahan din po namin ang mga gustong makapag-avail ng DOST Scholarship Program na bumisita sa www.sei.dost.gov.ph. Ulitin ko po, www.sei.dost.gov.ph.
Yeah. Ito po ang mga marireceive o itong mga financial privileges or scholarship privileges na nare-receive po ng ating mga scholars. Ito lang po ay yung para sa mga college students. Iba pa po ang natatanggap ng mga nasa masteral and doctorate degrees. So, meron po tayong P-uniform allowance, 1,000 pesos. Tuition fee of 40,000 pesos per year or per academic year. 10,000 pesos per academic year. A monthly living allowance, ito yung stipend, which is 7,000 pesos per month. An accident insurance, thesis allowance of 10,000 pesos, transportation allowance, and graduation clothing allowance. Sa mga nagbabalak kumuha ng kanilang masteral and doctorate degrees, bumisita rin po kayo sa www.sei.dost.gov.ph. Ulitin ko po, www.sei.dost.gov.ph. Maraming salamat po sa panunood, lalong-lalo na po kanila Director Darwin and Engineer Harold, and most especially to Miss Kathleen de la Peña for sharing your inspiring stories to the community and your precious time to DOST-CAR. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat din po sa pakikinig sa amin, and we hope that we have inspired you to reach higher goals and to be of service to our communities.
Binabati ko ang mga ongoing scholars na patuloy na humaharap sa hamon ng kanilang pag-aaral. You are getting one step closer to your dreams.
Binabati ko rin ang mga scholars na nagtapos na sa kanilang service obligation pero nananatili pa rin nagsisilbi para sa bayan. Thank you, DOST-CAR. Thank you, DOST-SEI. Thank you, DOST.